Hey guys, welcome back to Morning Glory Apiary. Doing a video today to talk about the splits I've made and the queen grafting experience I had and what brought it all about, and want to give a little thanks and tell you just a little bit about me. And 6 years ago I started beekeeping, and I didn't have a clue about bees, didn't know nothing about them, and didn't know anybody that knew anything about them. So I want to thank Cayman Reynolds and Bob Benny and Ian Stepler, and there's a lot more people I watch on YouTube, but it's been pretty much the closest to knowing anybody that knew anything about bees. So I want to thank them for being along on my journey. I also want to thank God for my successes, and I want to thank God for giving me the opportunities to fail, and I do plenty of that. Of course, my queen grafting experience started because I stuffed up and I pulled my queen in a split, so I ended up making the hive queenless. So I grafted into them, and it worked out. I done good. But I've stuffed up a couple more times here, and I done real good on my queens. I made like 22 out of 36. As soon as they hatched, we had like 2 weeks of stormy weather, rain, wind blowing. I didn't think I was going to end up with anything, but I ended up with 22 out of 36. I was doing real good, and I used a few of them to requeen a couple hives, and then I was requeening a hive down here yesterday, and I put the 5-frame nuke in the hive, and I took the box over there and set it back down in its spot right in the middle of the nukes, and I heard something, and I looked up, and there was people showing up to buy goats. So I run down there without thinking, and was down there for about an hour at the barn, and I come back up there, and I forgot to put the top on that 5-frame hive, and it had some honey frames, and boy, it was a disaster. And 50 foot in front of 25 production hives, you can imagine what it looked like. I locked them up and moved them out there, moved them up here to the backyard, but still they all 4 lost their queens. I don't know whether the robber bees killed them, or they stressed the bees and they killed their own queen, or the queen just said, to heck with it, I'm getting out of here. It was probably what happened, but anyway, I made that mess, so I got 4 queenless there. I'm sorry, 3 queenless. But I also, when I done my first inspections on the see which queens got back mated, I had some queenless colonies, and I combined them. I just set them on top of a queen right colony, and 3 of those moved down and killed the queens. I in a hurry and didn't put newspaper, nothing in between them. I should have, because they were really big. If they're a couple frames, I don't pay much attention to it, because that few bees really don't care as long as they got to get a queen. But these nukes were just about to blow the sides off the box, and 3 of them moved down and killed them, the queens. But I've got six hives here that's queenless. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to build me a cell builder out of them and graft again, and the queens I've got mated, requeen some of my bigger colonies, and then just do a whole nother round of grafts. But anyway, we'll check out some of these hives and see what they look like. These first 2 singles is the 2 swarms caught down there the other day, and both of them's mated and laying. And the colony, the original colony, made them a new queen, and it's laying too, so that's not too bad. These 2 here, they're 2 combines. I did a 5-frame nuke that was queen right with a colony, a 5-frame nuke that was queenless, and both those 10-framers killed their queens. Got these 3 green lids right here. These are the 3 that I made queenless down there the other day by causing a robin frenzy. But I like to dig through one of them and just show you what they look like and what I'm going to do with them. All right, guys, I just want to take a quick peek in this hive, and I know they're queenless, but I want to make sure, check one more time through them. And but once I've gone through them and I'm sure there's no queen, I'm going to combine all 6 of these colonies together and make a cell builder out of them. They've got a lot of brood in them. I'd like to show you how much brood the queen had. I hate it that I made a mistake like that, but It is what it is. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. But I'll sure be glad when I don't make them no more. This is a lot of pollen and nectar. Be good in a cell builder. Get some smoke on these girls. There's the one frame of brood. I hope you can see that. I think you can see it. That's one frame of brood. They're getting loud. There's the second frame of brood. That was a really good queen. I can't believe I did that to her. I hate it. Really good frame of brood. Here's another really good frame of brood. When this stuff starts hatching out, it'll make a great cell builder. This was definitely a good queen. And the queen that we grafted from there, it was hive number 12, and they ended up superseding her and made a daughter, and boy, that hive is really looking good too. But all these are daughters, so I'll probably just graft from one of these because I like those faster building up bees in the springtime, at least part of them. Got a little bit of brood. She laid where she could lay. This queen was running out of room anyway. They got queen cells there. I'm gonna knock them out. But that's 3 in a piece of frames of really good brooding bees. By the time I put 6 of them together, I think it'll make a pretty good cell builder. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. They still don't hardly know they're queenless yet. Well, I guess they know, but usually they get real loud. Well, guys, that's what they all look like. I'm going to go through the rest of them and make sure they ain't got a queen. Just double check, triple check. But then I'll start building my cell builder. Hey guys, I was going through my second one and figured I better show you that. Maybe I'm not as bad off as I thought I was, because there's my queen in the second one. Maybe I'll find a queen in a couple more of them. I'll get her shut up here real quick. Well, guys, I want to show you a queen here. Going through my third nuke that I thought was queenless, and I'll get my eye on her here in a minute. Well, there she is. Really nice queen. All of them were blondies out of a Carniolan queen. But I'll get her shut back up and check another one. Hopefully I'm wrong a bunch more times. Alright guys, this is the hive that I'm going to build my cell builder out of. I've got it down to 3 frames of brood and bees. And I'm going to go through this one right here and knock out queen cells and add the brood and bees to it. A lot of pollen and nectar on this one. Make sure they ain't got no queen cells. I know they do on one frame for sure. Put this food frame over here. This one here has got a lot of queen cells on it. I'll just dig them off. Make sure I get them all. Several on this side. Make sure I got them all. There's 4 frames of brood. And I'll go grab another hive and be right back. This is a really good frame of brood. Scan for my queen real quick. There's 5 frames of brood. That's another really good frame of brood. So that's 6. Another really good frame, 7. It's another good frame of, well, it's got a little bit of brood on it. That frame's got a little bit of brood on it. A lot of good food, pollen, and nectar. It needs to go up in the top where I'm going to put my graft frame. 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 7 frames of brood down there. Alright guys, here's another good frame of brood and bees. I'm trying to pull down the mated queens that's laying because they're about to explode the sides off of those 5 frame boxes. So I'll bring in some more brood. Here's another good frame of brood bees. So that makes a 7 in the bottom and 2.5 in the top. I don't know what I got here. That was brood. This one's brood. Running out of frames that I can take out of here. Be a good one to give another queen to lay. This is a good frame of brood. Make sure I didn't bring my queen. It's another really good frame of brood. Well guys, I know there's 7 frames of brood in the bottom, and I'm going to say there's at least 5 or 6 frames up here in the top. Kind of lost count. But I'll wait 7 or 8 days, just let them sit and they'll make queen cells out of what they've got, and I'll come back in and bust them out and graft into them. Well guys, I want to thank you for watching today. We'll follow along and see how this cell builder does and try my grafting again. But I sure appreciate you watching. Y'all have a good day.